Speaking of the Ryder Cup, Jim Furyk just returned from Rome as he was one of Zach Johnson's vice captains for the U.S. Ryder Cup team. Furyk had already served as U.S. captain in 2018 at Le Golf National, was also a vice captain with victorious U.S. teams as Hazeltine 2016, Whistling Straits in 2021. Now this week, Jim is the tournament host for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, which takes place at Timuquana Country Club in Jacksonville. Now, the locals call it Timmy. Sweet spot, by the way. Event benefits Northern Florida charities through the Jim and Tabitha Furyk Foundation. Live first-round coverage begins Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The foundation created to help families and children in need. It's based in Jacksonville. The nonprofit charity collaborates with organizations such as the Wolfson's Children's Hospital, Blessings in a Backpack, Community Pets Care, with the foundation providing funding to help the local community. And so great to have Jim and Tabitha with us now from Jacksonville. And Jim, the American golf fans are a bit bummed out this week, as you probably know. Is victory, though, the only way to measure whether the U.S. Ryder Cup franchise took a step forward or backward last week?
Well, obviously we're disappointed. The goal was to take the cup over and bring it back home. That wasn't the case. I think we need to, I would not say it's a failure or we took a step backwards. We got beat. We got beat by a team that played better. I think our 12 players laid it out on the line. They showed a lot of heart on Sunday, made it very close coming down the stretch. I was on the 15th tee with Wyndham Clark, and it got really tight there for a few minutes. And so, I'm not going to say this week was a failure, but obviously we're disappointed in the result, and we're going to have to look forward to Bethpage, regroup, and get ready to get after him in New York in a couple of years.
Jim, you have such a different perspective than we do sitting on the desk as a player, captain, vice captain. You know what the team room dynamics are like. Is there one change that you would like to emphasize in the future? And I'm going to couch this. 8 of the last 9 have been won by the home team in the Ryder Cup. It's arguably the hardest thing to do is to win a road Ryder Cup.
Yeah, and the one that we lost at home, we had a huge lead, a 4-point lead that we blew for Davis Love at Medina. So we should have won that one as well. And the home team has seemed to have dominated. But as far as changes in the team room, no, I think Zach Johnson did a wonderful job. He was a great captain. He was very organized. I think he gave the players the freedom to be themselves. And with that, I believe they bonded very, very well. You saw the support everyone had for Patrick Cantlay on the 18th green and the waving of the hats. I guess my biggest disappointment, where I feel bad for Zach, is hearing or having to read about a rift that we had in the team room, or that guys weren't getting along, and it just simply wasn't true. I think the guys supported each other. I think you would see that in the obviously see that in the media room. Well, I guess we're on our national alert right now. But I think you saw that in the media room afterwards, and you saw a lot of support from the team. And it's just part of the Ryder Cup. There always seems to be some, at the end of the day, someone's going to report one way or another that something happened bad, but it just simply wasn't the case, and I would stand by that forever.
Well, before we get to the important work you both are doing this week, Tabitha, what are these weeks like for you? Paris, Rome, Whistling Straits. You've been a part of so many teams. As a wife, what are they like?
It's always a great week for us as well. I will say that Kim and Zach did a great job of including the spouses and significant others to be a part of everything. So I think we all felt like we had a little stake in what was going on and making sure that everybody was having the best week possible. But it was truly a great group of guys, a great group of girls. We enjoyed our time together, and really, we're not there to go shopping or do anything. We're truly there to try to bring a win to that team and do anything that we can to make sure that we have a great experience and that we get the best result at the end. So we were also disappointed. It's very hard to watch these guys put their heart and soul into it and not come up with a cup. So always enjoy those weeks.
Tabitha, how about the growth of this event, Constellation Furyk and Friends? I remember back in the day, this was a bit smaller, and now look at this. You guys are hosting a PGA Tour Champions event that affects so many lives. Why is this such a passion project for the both of you?
Well, as you know, being that you were at our smaller Furyk and Friends, our 2-day event, and we're great support through the Golf Channel as well. It's really about giving back. And with doing that event, we had sort of reached a plateau where we couldn't grow anymore and we couldn't help the charities that we wanted to help further. And so this was a way to do that. So seeing the work that we've done in the past and how much it's impacted people, and how now with the new growth and being into our third year, you know, in the first 2 years, we raised $2.5 million for charity. And to be able to just see the difference it's making with the kids and the families and the community really is rewarding.
Give us a glimpse into what it's like being a tournament host and the curveballs you either have to deal with leading up to the event or during tournament week.
I'll be honest, Tabitha and our staff, led by Adam Renfro, our tournament director, they do a wonderful job. We have a small staff of 6 that run this event. We bring some interns in. Basically, for me, guys, I get to sit in front of the camera. I get to talk about all the great work they do. It is a long week. Not only am I playing a golf tournament, but we have an event every night. You know, Tuesday night, we had our concert. We had Dustin Lynch and Carly Pierce. Tonight, we have a dinner with our sponsor in Constellation at the house. Thursday night, we have Sister Hazel on the back lawn for all of our sponsors. I'll have another dinner with Constellation on Friday night to entertain some of their guests. So I'm doing something each and every night along with the golf tournament, but I wouldn't have it any other way. It's a lot of fun. And really, guys, I'm being honest, I don't do much during the year. I try to stay out of the way. I try to stay out of the office. Tabitha, Adam, our staff, they do a wonderful job. I'm very proud of them, and I hope they know that. And now we just get to kind of, you know, basically smile and shine and show everyone how great their work is.
Tabitha, Jim is one of the most competitive, intense, great competitors that I've ever covered. Is he relaxed at all this week? Can he kick back and put his feet up a little bit and smile a few times, or is this going to be business as usual for Jim this week?
You know, Jim just plays golf.
I'm able to compartmentalize. I think in this event, I've been lucky. The last couple of years, I've played very, very well in our own event, and I've been able to kind of turn the switch on and go play golf for 5 hours, and then turn the switch off and kind of go entertain and have some fun. And I don't know, maybe in a crazy way, it's been kind of good for me to get away from golf in the evenings and think about other things, and just you know, my mind's clear when I get to the golf course.
Jim, golf can be such a solitary game week to week with all the travels you have, just how often you're on the road. To get to host an event and share it with Tabitha, to have this be something that you guys work on together. I know you are more working on the game inside the ropes, but to share this, how meaningful is that for both of you?
No, it really is. I'm proud of Tabitha. I see how hard she works. It's a full-time job for her. She's in the office each and every day. She's up late at nights in bed on the computer. So she really, this is a labor of love for her, and she's done a great job with the event. And again, our staff has as well. We have a great young staff. They've done wonderful work, and I'm proud of all of them. But I know Tabitha knows how proud I am of her. She really takes this to heart and really is involved in our community with our foundation and a number of different charities. So it's been wonderful to see, and it's been wonderful that the tour gave us this opportunity to grow here in our hometown.
There are some wonderful families in this great game that we all love. You think about the Nicholas family. I have to tell you, Jim and Tabitha are wonderful heirs to that great tradition. Have a great week, guys. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it, George and Damon. Thank you.